Welcome to Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome into Northland Basketball. Welcome to the Chinle Wildcat Den, everybody, for tonight's broadcast. And a big game between the Chinle Wildcats and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. And, of course, it is a doubleheader of Northland Basketball tonight. Brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. Welcome in, everybody. Courtside, I'm Floyd Simmons at the Chinle Wildcat Den, ready to bring you the action tonight. We're just a second or two away from the national anthem. And actually tonight, what they'll do here in this, the third game of the season for the Chinle Lady Wildcats, they will actually present the colors, and we'll have the national anthem with that. So you'll get some silence in the crowd. I'll get you set up for what's ahead. The Lady Wildcats come into the game with a 1-1 record, and that does include a home opening loss to the Winslow Lady Bulldogs back on November 17th. That final score 42-36. And then 11 days later, on November 28th, the Wildcats traveled to Holbrook and beat the Lady Roadrunners. 48-46 was the final score in that one. So there's your 1-1 record for the Lady Wildcats. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, they are opening their season tonight here on the road at the Wildcat Den. How about that task? How about open your season and have to do so at Chinle? Well, that's what they've got tonight. And as always, very patriotic here on the Navajo Nation, and the presentation of the colors, something we always look forward to. Time now, everybody, for the national anthem.
Our own Chinle High School student, Hannah Benali, senior at Chinle High School from Alberto, Arizona.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the
Terrific job on the national anthem. I believe that's a student here at Chinle High School. I didn't catch your name there in the beginning. We welcome you in, everybody. Floyd Simmons here on the play-by-play call for the Sports Zone on our broadcast of Northland Basketball, presented to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. A big thank you as well to another one of our key sponsors that helps us get these basketball games broadcast in your direction. That would be Holbrook Family Dentistry. Thank you to Dr. Jason Lyman and the very good staff at Holbrook Family Dentistry. They serve the I-40 corridor, Holbrook, Winslow, that area, but they also serve north of Interstate 40 on the Navajo Nation, have many of their customers from up north that go and see them at Holbrook Family Dentistry. Reach out to them, find out what they can do for you. We welcome you in, everybody. Floyd Simmons here. Our producer is Derek Simmons. Technical director is Julio K. And on camera tonight, Jessica K. The husband-wife team here on our production crew. And we're about ready to go. They are introducing the starting lineups, and the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets are going to get introduced to this Wildcat crowd first. And I have those names, those starters for you. For the Lady Yellow Jackets, Anaya Paxson will get a start today. She wears jersey number 10. Leilani Hamblin, a starter as well, number 11 on the roster. Talia Wool is number 22. She will start the game today for Blue Ridge. Number 24, Taylor Tenninger, is in the Yellow Jackets starting five, and rounding out the starters is number 45, Ashlyn Smith. There you see a shot of Leilani Hamblin introduced to the crowd. There's Talia Wool, her introduction, Taylor Tenninger, and finally Ashlyn Smith to round out the Jackets starters. Now time to meet the Wildcats starters for tonight. And their head coach, Francine McCurtain, will lead them out. Undoubtedly, we're going to get to see Koa Yazi here in just a moment, announced as a starter for the Lady Wildcats. There's a shot of DeJune White, who does appear on the roster. She does appear in the book with her number 50, but she is not going to appear in the game today. She is not starting, as you get the introduction for Koa Yazi. Koa's upside as a basketball player, amazing. Joining her in the starting lineup, Desiree Yazi. And introduced just now, number 10 is Jaden Lynch, the point guard for the Lady Wildcats. A veteran from last year's team, Nevaeh Ajishi, gets her name announced as a starter for the Wildcats. And rounding out the starting five is number 40, Georgia Vasquez. You'll see her coming to your screen here in just a moment. There's Georgia, and there's your starting five. And this Wildcats team, they are 1-1 to begin this season. They'll jump center here in just a moment. And obviously a big missing piece is DeJune White. It's going to take a little while before she makes her way back in and gets rehabbed enough to get back on the floor for this team, suffering injury as she has. And she comes from some pretty amazing lineage, right? Her older siblings. You might know Cashin White, who is now playing college basketball. He graduated last year and was one of the top players in the 3A North region for the boys team. And then there's the legendary older sister, Stacy Begay, DeJune's older sister. And I am sure somebody who has taught DeJune a lot about basketball. Tonight, though, it's about those other ladies that are able to play tonight. The opening tip controlled by the Blue Ridge Lady Yellow Jackets. And Northland basketball fans, we're underway with this one here. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, as this pass gets rejected by Koa Yazi. And scrambling for it, picking it up is Talia Wool for Blue Ridge. They've got the basketball, working inside to Ashlyn Smith, and they're going to have to take it back outside. The Yellow Jackets with 8 seconds on the shot clock, let one fly. That shot is no good. Tips out of bounds. And the lady that got that shot away was Anaya Paxson. It was tipped out by the Yellow Jackets. And the Lady Wildcats will have possession of the basketball for the first time today. Up into front court. Right side on the angle, Jaden Lynch. And then the pull-up jumper. And I got to be honest with you, I didn't see. Was that Jaden that made that shot? Jaden Lynch will find out that for you here in just a second. I took my eyes off the floor for just a second. It was Jaden. As you watch Ashlyn Smith go inside for the Yellow Jackets, but too strong off the glass. It's rebounded by Chinle, and they go to work in the paint. Koa, she gave the head fake left and tried to scoop the shot up against Smith, and I think that's going to be Ashlyn's first foul of the game. It is not, actually. It's Anaya Paxson with the help defense. Ashlyn, actually, I think Anaya was assigned defensively, and she was trying to keep up with Koa going into the paint. Koa's going to knock down that free throw. And that gives a 3-0 lead early on. 3-0 the lead right now for the Wildcats. Two-shot foul. They're all two-shot fouls, aren't they? This one is going to rim out. No good. Well, we're going to be reminding you here in the early part of the season quite a bit about the change in the rules regarding the free throws as you watch a shot block on defense by Taylor Tenegeth. Taylor got back on defense, used her great reach to reject the shot attempt by Nevaeh Jishi in transition. So the Wildcats go back to work. Turn around from left of the elbow, and the jump shot is good. Koa, spot up jumper, good for the Lady Wildcats. Chinle out to a 5-0 early lead here in this one. Paxson on the drive. Her shot is a little bit too much. And Koa Yazi has the Wildcats rebound. Koa on the angle right side will deliver it to a wide open teammate for the jumper. That one is no good. Nevaeh Jishi now controlled by the Wildcats. And Jaden Lynch will try the three-pointer. It's no good. Second chance here for Koa. Nope. She's going to have to get rid of it. And she does. On the drive in the paint, Desiree Yazi fouled for 2 shots. Desiree to the foul line for the Lady Wildcats, and for Blue Ridge, looks like Paxson picks up her first foul, and actually second foul. And Anaya Paxson early, 2 fouls on Paxson in the game. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I think the earlier foul. Yeah, I'm actually right. It was Talia Wool who picked up the foul this time. So pardon me on that. Meanwhile, free throw good for Koa. Nope. I'm getting all sorts of confused. Desiree Yazi. And then a lane violation committed by the Wildcats, so that one will not count. And the Yellow Jackets go to work. Talia Wool from the left corner. That jump shot is no good. And the rebound goes to the Wildcats. Baseline move, back outside. And Koa Yazi got some space, got wide open. But the three-point try rims out. Rebound, Yellow Jackets. Ashlyn Smith sends it back outside to Anaya Paxson. And now to Leah Wool on the left angle. Into the game now. Well, no, Leilani Hamlin's been out there, and she got an opportunity. Dished it right side. The shot from the baseline is no good on the runner. And the Wildcats have it again. Blue Ridge struggling here in the early going. This is their first game of the year. They haven't played yet. The Wildcats have 2 games under their belt. There's a runner in the paint. That one is no good for Nevaeh Jishi. Well, how about this contrast? The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets are playing their first game of the year, and it doesn't come here until December 5th. And the Sholo Lady Cougars that we covered on November 30th, they got a victory. It was their 7th of the season. They've already played a basketball tournament, so they got some games there. They had other regular season games already. So while Blue Ridge is playing their first game on December 5th, Sholo had played their 7th game by November 30th. 7 games. And by the way, Sholo was undefeated through 7 games. And I put this out there that I think that in the history of the White Mountains, in White Mountains history, I don't think a boys or girls basketball team has ever won 7 regular season games in the month of November. I think that's the first time ever. Another great year, it looks like, for the Lady Cougars of Sholo, while you watch Georgia Vasquez go to work on the runner, and that shot goes in for the Lady Wildcats. Chinle out in front, and finally halfway into the first quarter, a pass finds Taylor Tenejith on the drive. Taylor is able to get the bucket for the Yellow Jackets, and they're on the board. Dish inside, beautiful pass by Koa Yazi with the assist, and it's Georgia Vasquez with her second bucket early. She's got 4 points. That leads the scoring right now for the Wildcats. Ashlyn Smith, return pass to Leilani Hamlin, back outside. Wool on the drive, and that's a nice shot in the paint, moving left to right. And a banker goes in. Talia Wool has her first shot for the Jackets. 10-4. 10-4 our score here in the first quarter. Exactly 3 minutes on the clock with a whistle and a travel called. And that's Vasquez giving it up. And the Wildcats turn it over to the Yellow Jackets. Game 1 of this evening's broadcast doubleheader. Tomorrow night we do another doubleheader for you. This one will be at Snowflake High School. The Lobos hosting the Safford Bulldogs in that doubleheader. An early start tomorrow night. Scheduled 5:30 start tomorrow at Snowflake High School for the girls' game. That doubleheader will be broadcast here on both Mix 98, KRFM, and on the Sports Zone Radio, YouTube, and Facebook channels. If you're watching us on Facebook, I would encourage you to flip on over to our broadcast on YouTube. I say that, I always invite people to do that because I think you get a better experience, and we seem to have fewer issues with our broadcast, fewer issues with technological issues on our YouTube broadcast versus our Facebook presentation. So just my advice, may be working for you, but it may work better for you in the big picture and over the long haul if you watch us on YouTube. And go ahead and subscribe as well. Smash that subscribe button on YouTube, would you? Let us know you're there. Get the notifications of our live broadcast coverage anytime you're on your mobile device or your PC. 10-4 the score. Chinle in front. The Wildcats move to defense. Ashlyn Smith protecting the basketball. Gives it up to the corner left side for an Anaya Paxson three-point shot. That is good. Anaya knocks it down. Her first basket in the contest. And the Yellow Jackets fighting to keep pace right here. Down by 3. Here come the Wildcats, and they're open in the corner right side for a three-point try. Shot was off the mark, but it elicited a Yellow Jacket foul, and the lady that committed the foul, her first of the game, is Lacey Tenejith. That'll be a 3-shot foul. 3 on the way. Hanukkah Nez is at the line. And Hanukkah is able to hit the first free throw for the Wildcats. Their lead is 4 points with 94 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The second one is off the back iron. No good. For the Wildcats, coming into the game is Jada Key. Jada Key has checked in. So has Jaden Lynch returning to the lineup for Chinle. And the third try is no good. Jada Key just came into the game and got a little tick mark on her stat line. Got the rebound. Keep it alive for the Wildcats. Koayazi on the baseline, and they're going to say that she stepped out trying to get to the back. No, I take it back. Offensive foul. I thought they had whistled her for stepping on that baseline. Instead, it's her first foul of the game, and the net effect is the same. It's a turnover. You take another look at it as Koa. There's Koa with the bump. And the official did not appreciate that. Might have been a little acting involved there to get the call by Ashlyn Smith. Good job there. And then she returns to the offensive side, drives, and goes across the basket to get her first points of the game. Ashlyn Smith with the 2 right there. And a Wildcat turnover. And look at this. The Yellow Jackets with a chance here to tie the game, if not go ahead on a 3-point try. 55 seconds remain in the first quarter. Here's the shot on the way. Anaya Paxton's three. Glances off the rim. Rebound, Koa Yazi. Here comes Koa up the floor. She's got it way out on top. Right side, Jaden Lynch. Her three-pointer is open, but the shot is no good. It tips. And they're going to give that to Chinle. The Wildcats will inbound with 22 seconds remaining on the shot clock. That attempted shot did not hit the rim. The game clock has 32.7 seconds remaining. That's for our radio audience. Inbound to Koa to the corner. And a three-point try is on the way, and that one didn't hit anything either. Rebound, Wildcats, and finally that follow will bring out a Yellow Jacket foul. That's on Taylor Tenegith. It'll be Taylor's first foul of the game. To the free throw line goes Alyssa Williams. For Chinle, here's Alyssa at the line. And the first shot is no good. Coach Elkins, nice to see you. Kirby Elkins, the Blue Ridge coach, stopping by to give us a look at his book. Perfect. Thank you, Coach. You want it back? There you go, buddy. Okay. I didn't see what must have happened there. Must have made a free throw. So I think Alyssa was 1 of 2 at the line because the score is 12-9, and my book matches that now. 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. The Yellow Jackets with the basketball try to keep this thing close. Hamblin has it. 5 seconds on the clock. Top of the key, Taylor Tenegith. Spot up three on the way. Shot is good. Ties the game. That's the way you beat the buzzer. That's the way you end the quarter. And the Yellow Jackets are making a game out of it here on their first effort this season. Taylor Tenegith, it's worth another look, everybody. Swing it around left side. Take a shot to kill that buzzer. And it rolls in good for the Yellow Jackets. We end the first quarter tied at 12, everybody. Tied at 12, and the second quarter on the way. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Back to the action, everybody. There's a good shot of Coach Tenegith leading that Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets team, and we'll get a brief stoppage of play as we bring you back into Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. You see the Chinle Wildcats hosting, taking on the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, and a buzzer beater to end the first quarter by Taylor Tenegith, the coach's daughter. Ties the game at 12 apiece, and the Lady Wildcats will bring the ball into front court. Second quarter underway here now. Ball on the baseline. It's Koayazi, serves it outside for a three-point try. There's contact out there after the shot, which did not go in for Nevaeh Jishi. She ended up on the ground, but the officials deemed no foul. So the score stays at 12, and the Yellow Jackets bring the ball up in the front court. Anaya Paxton to Taylor Tenegith. Leilani Hamblin is out there in this second quarter starting 5. Tenegith delivers it to the corner left side for a three-point try, and the Yellow Jackets have their first lead of the game. That's Anaya Paxton, who hit a three-pointer as well in the first quarter, delivers one here for the Yellow Jackets, and they move ahead 15-12. And there is the first foul of the game. Nope, it's first foul of the second quarter. Well, on the Yellow Jackets, remember, you reset fouls every quarter. Team fouls are counted by the quarter now, and when you get to the end of the quarter, it goes back to 0. If your team commits 5 fouls in any given quarter, the opponent goes into the double bonus, and they will have automatically 2 shots. 2 shots whenever you foul them 5 times in a quarter. And that's what it remains from that point forward. There is no such thing anymore as you watch the runner go in for Koa Yazi. Koa's got 5 in the game. There's no such thing anymore as 1-1. Doesn't exist. 6 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. Hamblin has it for the Yellow Jackets. Now to Leah Wool. You've got Ashlyn Smith out there on the floor. Leilani Hamblin is there. Taylor Tenejith. And the 5th of the Yellow Jackets is Lacey Tenejith. Lacey Tenejith is now out there on the floor for Blue Ridge. And for the Lady Wildcats here in this second quarter, you just saw a look at Nevaeh Jishi setting up defensively. In the middle of the defense, in what looks like a 2-3 zone right now, that will, by the way, get penetrated and defeated by Ashlyn Smith inside for the Yellow Jackets, making this a 17-14 Blue Ridge lead. Now, Koa Yazi playing in the middle of that defense for the Wildcats. She's going to get a chance to set up again here as the Yellow Jackets take it away. Ball goes up from Taylor Tenejith. The miss there and the rebound. The rebound is Desiree Yazi. Here's Jaden Lynch now in the corner. The long ball is no good out there. That's Georgia Vasquez missing. So it's Georgia, Jaden Lynch. Nevaeh Jishi is in the 5 on the floor right now for the Wildcats. Desiree Yazi. And then Koa Yazi rounds out your Chinle Lady Wildcats here with 5 minutes and 18 seconds on the clock in the second quarter. For our radio audience, I have to give you a legal ID, so I let you know that you are listening to this broadcast of Northland basketball on Mix 98 KRFM Sholo, the broadcast home of Sports Zone Radio. The ball gets knocked out of bounds, knocked from the Yellow Jackets' hands, and it's whistled out off of the Wildcats. So here's the inbound to Taylor Tenejith. She is at the top of the key. Now to Leah Wool for the Yellow Jackets, who have a 3-point advantage here. A little better than 2 minutes into the second quarter. At halftime, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report. The high post, Ashlyn Smith puts it on the floor. Gets cut off on her way to the baseline. Back outside to Leah Wool. Near the top of the key, lets one fly. That one from about 20 feet out there. The shot is no good. Rebounded by Desiree Yazi, and the Wildcats run it up the floor. Right side, Koa Yazi in the corner. Ashlyn Smith comes out to guard her. No shot for Koa. And then going to take an entry pass. Fronted by Smith, and then Ashlyn is going to get called for a hand check from behind. That'll be the first foul of the game on Smith. Well, that's a tough assignment right there for sure. And a timeout taken. We'll grab a 30-second timeout, everybody, here on our broadcast of Northland basketball. Don't go anywhere. It's 17-14 Blue Ridge in front of Chinle in this ladies matchup. We'll be back in a moment to the Wildcat Den. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Thanks as always to Choice NTUA Wireless, our presenting sponsors of Northland basketball here at the Sports Zone. Their partnership means the world to us and makes possible all this great coverage that you get to see in these basketball months. And it's our privilege to be here tonight at the Wildcat Den, the Chinle Wildcat Den. Blue Ridge made the long trip. And I don't know, what's the bus ride home? Derek, is it 3.5 or 4 hours? It's 4 hours. 4-hour drive home. So you get this one done. You get on the road. You get home you get to the school at 12:30. You're in bed by 1, and you're bleary-eyed for your first hour class in the morning. That's basketball season right there in a nutshell. And it happens so often, so often. Here's the drive by Kowayazi, and that one will rim off no good. And the Wildcats will continue to trail Blue Ridge. 17-14, the Yellow Jackets go to work. Ashlyn Smith, 3 defenders surround her. Got to get it back outside, and she does. Lacey Tenijith dribbles around. Left side to Talia Wool. In the paint is Ashlyn Smith. And back outside Wool for a 3-point try, and it was right on the money. A beautiful shot. And Talia Wool has her first 3 of the game. The Yellow Jackets impressive here in the first half. They have 4 3-point baskets as a team, and that gives them a 6-point lead here in the first half. Shot missed inside. The Wildcats, well, they had it for a moment, and in steps the younger of the 2 Hamblin sisters. Smiley Hamblin has come into the game and using her speed, able to sneak in there and extract the ball on a pass that was coming out to Kowayazi. And after a whistle and the ball goes out of bounds, it does end up Yellow Jackets basketball in their 6-point advantage. Well, let me think about it. I think it wasn't a 9-0 lead for, I think it was 9-0 the lead for the Wildcats before Blue Ridge ever scored. I think it was 9-0, and if that's the case, if I'm right about that, Blue Ridge has outscored the Wildcats 20-5 since that point, and if it's not 20-5, it's pretty close. There's a much-needed basket on a baseline pass, and then a move into the paint by that young lady, Kowayazi, delivering for the Lady Wildcats. And now the full-court press. Wildcats are going to try to turn the momentum around, and they're going to get the ball back on a pass that goes through the hands of Miley Hamblin. I think that was her sister, Leilani, trying to find her under the basket. Unable to do so. And the Wildcats, trailing by 4, have a chance to shave that Yellow Jacket lead just a bit. Out goes Desiree Yazi for Chinle, and into the game comes Alyssa Williams. Alyssa joins Nevaeh Ajishi, who brings the ball into front court. Also on the floor is Hanneke Nez, who gives the ball up momentarily to Alyssa Williams. Kowayazi's out there. Nevaeh Ajishi will launch a 3, and that one's going to be off the mark. Rebound inside by Kowa. And Kowa will try to muscle that one up there. Couldn't get the basket, but did get the foul. 2 shots on the way for Kowa. And the lady that got her was Miley Hamblin. And that'll be the first foul of the game on Miley. Kowa to the line. She is 1 for 2 at the line right now. 7 points in the game. That leads the way for the Wildcats. This one off the back iron. The shot no good. Look at it again. You almost could have called that foul on either one of those ladies trying to defend Kowa. And Yazi able to make the second of those foul shots. She's got 8 points in the game. 2:27 remaining till halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint halftime report is on the way, everybody. Ashlyn Smith trying to haul in a pass. It comes into front court. Tied up. Jump ball. Alyssa Williams. Strong play defensively. Smith will check out of the game. So does Leilani Hamblin. Coming into the lineup for the Yellow Jackets, Taylor Tenijith has come in. I believe Peace Johnson, that's P-E-A-C-E. Peace Johnson is out there on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Tenijith into the paint. Too strong on the shot. And a Wildcat rebound. Jada Key grabbed the rebound. Long pass into front court for the Wildcats. Back outside, the 3 on the way. And that's too strong. Rebound under. And the follow is also no good. Hanneke Nez had that second chance opportunity for the Wildcats. Couldn't make it. Here come the Yellow Jackets running into front court. Stop in the paint. Shot is good. How about that for Talia Wool delivering? And the Yellow Jackets have come to play in their first regular season game, and it's here on the road against this quality Wildcats club. And now Kowayazi gets her second personal foul whistled. Whistle on Koa. And I got to tell you, both of her fouls are offensive fouls. She's been whistled twice, and both while she's had the basketball. So it turns it over to the Yellow Jackets, who've done a great job to overturn an early deficit in this game, and they've controlled it since about the middle of the first quarter. Can they continue this impressive turnaround? Well, they're going to lose the ball here. Pass was coming out to Peace Johnson, and then it was taken away. I think the lady that got it was Alyssa Williams. Open from the corner, right side. Nevaeh Jishi buries that three for the Lady Wildcats. For Nevaeh, her first points today. And the Wildcats get it down to a 2-point deficit into front court. And a whistle. Alyssa Williams for Chinle gets her first foul of the game. Wildcats going to bring 3 new faces out there on the floor. Let's check it for you. Elena Anderson comes in for the first time today. I believe that Caitlin Ashley has just checked into the game. And it looked like Jaden Lynch joined them as well in the lineup for the Wildcats. Inbound and little trouble, little difficulty there. And Talia Wool will give it up. The Wildcats race into front court. Closing out the first half, 30 seconds on the clock. Chance for Chinle to tie the game, maybe grab the lead before we get to halftime. And some pretty fast-paced activity under the Blue Ridge basket. Produces a foul. I'm not sure who gets called for the foul. It is going to be team foul number 5 on the Wildcats, so you know what that means. That's team foul number 5 in the quarter. That means that Blue Ridge gets 2 shots. Again, no more 1-and-1. It doesn't exist anymore. Here's a look at the replay. And it looks like Jaden Lynch got it. Jaden, number 10. Yeah, that's now been corrected on the scoreboard, so I see the correction as well. At the free throw line, Lacey Tenijith made the second of her free throw tries. So a 3-point lead, 14 seconds left in the first half, and the Wildcats send it underneath. And some contact, and Jada Key goes to the deck, and they're going to have to help her up. Her teammates get her up off the floor to shoot a couple of foul shots. Second foul of the game on Alyssa Williams. To the foul line. By the way, we've got that as Peace Johnson's first foul of the game. 2 shots for Jada Key. And Jada has free throw number 1. She can't tie the game here on this visit to the line, but she can get it to 1 point. Will not. There's the offensive rebound. Wildcats had it briefly. Scramble for it. Whistle. Wildcats get the basketball on a personal foul on Lacey Tenijith. Second of the game on Lacey. That is the 5th team foul now. So, into bonus. Go the Wildcats, 2 shots. The first one is good. And the second one will roll around and drop in for the Wildcats. 7 seconds after the inbound. Jaden Lynch, those foul shots, and a travel called on Taylor Tenijith. So the game is tied, 23 apiece. Can the Wildcats, with 4 seconds remaining in the half, can they find the range on something right here? take the lead? Can they beat the buzzer like the Yellow Jackets did in the first quarter? Here's the inbound. 2 seconds. Return it to the passer. And it's going to... The ball is rolled around on the floor. Jaden Lynch lost the handles on it. And the Yellow Jackets prevent that last second shot by the Wildcats. And we go to halftime all tied up like we did at the end of the first quarter. That's when Taylor Tenniget hit that three that tied the game at 12, and the teams will go into halftime tied at 23. If you want some great basketball, you're getting it right here, right now. The Wildcats, their third game of the season, a 1-1 record. The Yellow Jackets, their first game of the year, coming out here on a December 5th in 2023, and having fun to start their season at the Wildcat Den. Do stand by, everybody. We'll grab a break, a timeout. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tin halftime report is on the way. This is Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud. Every home has a story to tell, and your furniture sets the stage. From classic to contemporary, farmhouse to European, the Furniture Gallery will match your taste with the perfect centerpiece or accent. Make each room in your home a place to gather, connect, and create lasting memories. The Furniture Gallery doesn't just sell furniture. They deliver comfort, quality, and unparalleled customer service. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, helps make a house a home, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Don't settle for less on a gift when you can give way more for way less. The Hallmark Gold Crown store in Pine Top goes beyond having the perfect card. Exciting new lines were just released. Bourbon Barrel Foods out of Louisville, Kentucky features gourmet sauces, nuts, and seasonings. Jack Black's Men's Superior Skincare, be manly and clean. And for ladies, Pinkies Up, luxury teas, sugars, cups, and infusers. Open Monday through Saturday, the Hallmark is where smiles are made together.
When exactness is ordered, Hatch Concrete will deliver. We provide ready-mix concrete for any size job, from the do-it-yourself project to the professional construction project, delivering a variety of aggregate to suit your concrete or construction needs from granite to cinders. Hatch Concrete is not just another ready-mix concrete company. We provide quality service, quality concrete, concrete pumping, and Fox blocks where quality is not just a name, but a tradition. At Hatch Concrete, this mud's for you.
You probably already know the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass jingle, but this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we are giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 bonus cash right before Christmas. Hello, Santa! Right now, when you choose Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint for your insured windshield replacement, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or full-service car washes at the KK Express Wash, or a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present from the best auto glass tinters on the mountain. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 in holiday cash. And again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas bonus drawing.
536-597-2.
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Well, hey, everybody, it is halftime. Welcome into the Wildcat Den, Chinle High School. This beautiful place. We love it here. It's a great place to broadcast a basketball game. It's a great place to enjoy basketball. And if you're a visitor, it oftentimes is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to play in a place like this in front of a great crowd. For some of these Yellow Jacket players, I would imagine this may be the only time they ever get a chance to play here at Chinle. And we welcome you in, everybody. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report underway, and you see it on the screen if you're watching there. You're listening on the radio on Mix 98. Thanks for being with us. And our score is tied at halftime in this girls varsity matchup between Chinle and Blue Ridge. Tie score 23-23. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets had a huge turnaround in that first half. I believe that they trailed 9-0 in the first quarter before they scored their first points. And then they just got it going. And before you know it, they had a big lead. They had a 6-point lead at one point. They led 20-14 toward the end of the first half. The Wildcats, they came back a bit on their own there in the last moments. Ended up tying the game at the free throw line, tying it at 23 and sending us here to halftime with this score all evened up. For the Wildcats, they're led by Koa Yazi. Koa's got 8 points so far in the game. Teammate Jaden Lynch has 4 points. So does Georgia Vasquez, 4 points. Nevaeh Ajishi has 3 points in the game. And then the rest of these Lady Wildcats each with 1 point apiece. They've been to the foul line a few times. Desiree Yazi has 1. Alyssa Williams with 1. Hanukkah Nez has 1. And Jada Key has 1 single point in the game in the first half for the Wildcats. The Lady Yellow Jackets are led in scoring by Talia Wool. She's got 7 points. Anaya Paxson has 6 points. Taylor Tenegith with 5 points. Ashlyn Smith has 4 points. And finally, Lacey Tenegith has a single point, 1 point for the Yellow Jackets. And interesting to note that Blue Ridge has knocked down 4 3-pointers in the game. Anaya Paxson has 2 threes. Talia Wool with a 3-pointer. Taylor Tenegith has the other 3-pointer, which was a buzzer-beating shot at the end of the first quarter. That landed for 3. The only 3 for the Wildcats has been hit by Nevaeh Ajishi. She had that in the second quarter. Well, they ring the buzzer to get the teams back to the floor to let the Chinle Wildcat boys team, which is a senior-led team, a lot of good senior talent, for their new head coach that we'll talk about here in a bit. The new head coach is also the new athletic director here at Chinle. The new boys head coach and the athletic director at Chinle High School is C.J. Woods, a 28-year-old young man. I believe came here from Washington, and has now taken over the program here. And he's got that baby face, I'll tell you that for sure. I think he's growing a beard just to try to throw us all off, but it ain't fooling us a lot. He's a young guy, but he is up to the challenge, up to the task, and he's had a great start here at Chinle. And the review so far, the guy is doing a great job. So we close out the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Just get you ready for the boys game, which is the second half of our doubleheader. Remember that between the games, we always end the first game to start a new game, which we'll do. We'll start a new game broadcast on the Sports Zone and Facebook channels. Remember that. You'll have to go find that one, refresh the browser, whatever, and I'm going to remind you again that if you're watching the game on Facebook, we do put it there because we can put it there, but we have more trouble technically on the Facebook feed than we ever do on the YouTube feed. So my recommendation is to go ahead and find us on YouTube, smash the subscribe button. Yeah, that's right. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Sports Zone Radio YouTube channel, and watch the game there. We're going to get a word from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, everybody. Our presenting sponsors, the halftime report, and we'll be back to start the second half of Northland basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You probably already know the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass jingle, but this holiday season, that jingle means holiday cash. Now through Christmas, we are giving away $500 cash each week and $1,000 bonus cash right before Christmas. Hello, Santa! Right now, when you choose Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint for your insured windshield replacement, you can choose 2 delicious steak dinners at Cattleman's Steakhouse and 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters, or full-service car washes at the KK Express Wash, or a $100 gift certificate for window tint. That's a great idea for a present from the best auto glass tinters on the mountain. And everyone's name goes in the hat for weekly winners of $500 in holiday cash. And again in the hat for the $1,000 Christmas bonus drawing.
5365972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Wildcat Den, the home of the Chinle Wildcats. And in this girls' game, we enter the second half tied at 23 apiece. Second half underway. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Floyd Simmons right here on the play-by-play call. Courtside in Chinle. And the Yellow Jackets get the ball first. They go to work, try to break the tie. Taylor Tenageth from the corner does just that. Buries the three-pointer, and the Yellow Jackets, who led most of the second quarter, now pull ahead of the Wildcats. 26-23. The second half is underway in the paint. And a whistle and a foul. Let's see who gets called. And guess what? It's the third foul of the game. Whistled on Kowayazi. Now that's genuine foul trouble. 3 fouls on her early on in the third quarter, and it is the third offensive foul called on her as well. All 3 fouls whistled on Kowa so far in the game are offensive fouls. I don't know, she's getting a little aggressive with her elbow. She's clearing out a little too much. I'm not sure. She is getting whistled frequently, as you can tell. Wildcats come up with a steal. Jaden Lynch, she's going to feed Georgia Vasquez to the basket, and fouled from behind. The body check out there by Ashlyn Smith. Second foul of the game on the Yellow Jackets, Ashlyn Smith. Well, to the foul line goes Georgia Vasquez. Georgia joins Kowayazi in the second half starting lineup for the Wildcats. Also out there is Desiree Yazi, Jaden Lynch, and Nevaeh Jishi. Those are the 5 Lady Wildcats to start the second half. And Vasquez goes quickly to work. Free throw is good. And a defensive rebound for the Yellow Jackets off the missed second free throw try. Talia Wool lets it fly for a 3-point try. That one no good for the Yellow Jackets. Brought down on the Wildcats. Jishi with the rebound. Koa's got it. Right side. Back to Nevaeh. Nevaeh on for a 3-point try. That shot no good. But the pass, Yellow Jacket pass stolen by Koa. She'll go in strong. Come up a little shy. Tapped out. Offensive rebound. And a 17-foot try from the left corner is no good for Georgia Vasquez. Her follow also no good. Finally a Blue Ridge rebound. Ashlyn Smith ahead to Leilani Hamblin, and her drive is no good in transition. Right side, Kowayazi. From deep downtown, the 19-footer is no good. Yellow Jacket rebound. And the Yellow Jackets, let's see, Anaya Paxson. I don't know if she's dealing with a contact lens or if she got smacked. Check it out again. Didn't really see it. See her at the bottom of the screen. She's working on something there, trying to find her contact lens. Trying to deal with maybe she got cut. Well, they're looking in her eye like it's her contact. If she has contacts, I don't know. Maybe she doesn't. I'm not sure. And we're going to get a timeout. They're going to stop play for a moment. I believe as a result of contact lens situation. Well, now Anaya has gone to the bench, and the Yellow Jackets inbound the ball. Taylor Tenejith out there for Blue Ridge. Talia Wool, Ashlyn Smith on the floor. Leilani Hamblin. And the fifth of the Lady Yellow Jackets at the moment is Lacey Tenejith. Wool inside to Smith on the drive, has it knocked from her hands. That was really good defense by Desiree Yazzie. Anticipated the ball coming up. Smith took just a fraction of a second too long getting the ball up above her head, and on the way up, Yazzie slapped it out of her hands. Blue Ridge does have the ball, went out of bounds. Hamlin on the runner from the baseline, no good. Smith rebound, and she'll take it back up, and Georgia Vasquez fouls her for 2 shots. 2 shots on the way. Vasquez, the guilty party. And I have that as Georgia's first foul of the game. And the official scorekeeper agrees with that. Well, 3 fouls in the game on Koa Yazzie, but her mother, Coach Francine McCurtain, is so far not too hasty in bringing her off the floor, but I am also kind of certain that Coach McCurtain has instructed her not to be too aggressive defensively. 1 out of 2 for Ashlyn Smith at the line. The second half underway here. There's a Jaden Lynch drive, and that one's going to bounce around, and eventually it does go in. Lynch got the very friendly role here at the Wildcat Den. Leilani Hamlin outside. Gives it up. This is Talia Wool with the basketball. She picks up her dribble and tries to serve it inside. And that just took too much time developing for Ashlyn Smith. Koa Yazzie able to pounce on that, get the steal. Jaden Lynch with contact from Ashlyn Smith will go to the foul line for 2 Chinle free throws. Now Smith has 3 fouls in the game.
Will be number 10, Jaden Lynch, 32.
Well, foul shots have been a bit of an issue for both teams. The Yellow Jackets haven't had too many opportunities. They're 2 for 4. Wildcats have gotten there a number more times. They're going to make that one. That's kind of what they've been on their 2-shot fouls. Most of those have been 1 out of 2. They did one time hit 2 for 2. That was Jaden Lynch. And they also got a lane violation once, so that meant that the second foul shot didn't count, so they only got 1 foul shot that one time. You'll get a personal foul here whistled on the Yellow Jackets. Nope, not on the Yellow Jackets. On Chinle. Desiree Yazzie picks up her first foul today. Correct it. 2 fouls on Desiree. Talia at the line. And that shot good for the Yellow Jackets. They lead right now 28-27, breaking the tie again. Out checks Desiree Yazzie. And into the game, I believe that's Nevaeh Jishi coming back into the Wildcat lineup. Nope, sorry about that. It wasn't. It was Hanneke Nez. Both foul shots go in for Talia Wool. Her team, the Wildcats. Nope, the Yellow Jackets. I'm going to get one of these things right. Yellow Jackets lead 29-27. Feed it left side. Nevaeh Jishi for 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Koa Yazzie inside. Her shot is good. Double figures now for Koa. 10 points. Taylor Tenejith for 3. Try to hit her 3rd 3 of the game. She's going to hear it from the hometown crowd as that one did miss everything. Tie basketball game, 29-29 here, 3rd quarter, 3 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock. Wildcats bring it into front court. Contact is made. And Anaya Paxson, who has returned to the game for Blue Ridge commits her third foul of the game now. 3 fouls. Here comes Liana Ben. Liana Ben has come into the game now for the Wildcats. I believe the first time we get a chance to see Liana. She's going to get the pass at the free throw line. Throw up a shot immediately. Off the back iron, no good, but rebounded. Hanika Nez got the rebound. Here's Koa. Now Nevaeh, back to Koa. And her runner is good from the elbow right side. Looked like her feet were getting tangled up out there. And she was able to maintain some great balance and get the shot to go. Wildcats back in front by 2, and they've got the ball back again. Koa on the baseline, back outside, right side. Nevaeh Jishi. And her pass will find her teammate. It's Hanika Nez, but she has it knocked from her hands. Blue Ridge basketball. Tenejith on the left angle. And she forces a pass inside that gets stolen, taken away by Liana Ben. There's Leilani Hamblin the other direction with the steal for the Yellow Jackets. To the basket. Paxson has the Yellow Jacket points, ties the game again at 31. This game is exactly what the doctor ordered for those of you who want a great game, a close game. A game with some drama. Dribble lost. Yellow Jackets have it. Leilani Hamblin, few faster than Leilani. Koa got back and pressured the shot defensively, so Blue Ridge missed. Tips around, loose ball, scooped up. Liana Ben has it for the Wildcats. This jumper no good for Jishi. And there's Hamblin on the rebound, and she has been sprinting back and forth up the floor. She was right in front of our desk here, our broadcast desk, and Leilani is absolutely gassed right now, looking for that second wind. Minute 25 remaining in the third quarter. Jackets with the basketball, left side. Boys game comes up after this one. And by the way, after our game, we'll announce the Sports Zone's player of the game. That young lady is going to get a great t-shirt, courtesy of our good friends at White Mountain Regional Medical Center. They present the Sports Zone's player of the game. Meanwhile, fourth foul now whistled on Koa. Koa Yazi will have to leave the game with her fourth foul. May not see her for a couple of minutes into the fourth quarter coming up. She'll sit out, I'm sure, the rest of this third period. 4 personal fouls on Koa. That is going to be that's the headline to watch for the fourth quarter. Here's one from way downtown. Talia Wool misses the shot. Couldn't break the tie. Rebound Wildcats and a Blue Ridge foul whistled. Paxson picks up the foul, and Paxson has to exit the game. She's got 4 personal fouls now. Fourth foul of the game on Anaya Paxson. 4 fouls, and she's for the Yellow Jackets. 4 fouls on Koa Yazi. And the ball comes up into front court. Hanika Nez gives it up. New face on the floor. Emerline Begay has come in for the Wildcats. Shot miss, rebound Tenejith for Blue Ridge, and she's got the ball along the left sideline for the Jackets. Attack the basket, and underneath, back outside, that's Tenejith to Tenejith to Tenejith. Taylor's got the ball back. Hamblin outside to Leah Wool. And a dangerous pass that gets deflected and tipped away. Stolen by the Wildcats. 15 seconds left in the third period. Up the floor, left side, back outside. Jaden Lynch. Now Hanika Nez. Lynch again. Right side for a 3. It's on the way, and the shot is good. Big shot. Alyssa Williams buries the Wildcats shot. And with that, we close out the quarter. And the Wildcats have the lead at the end of the third period, 34-31. What a game and what a shot right there for Chinle. Our score, again, 34-31. We're back with the fourth quarter in just a moment, everybody. This is Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
You may qualify for free internet with Choice NTUA Wireless. If you already have Choice Tribal Lifeline, then you may also qualify for a free home internet connection with the Affordable Connectivity Program. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/ACP and get qualified for a free internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
And coming up at the end of our broadcast, we will announce the Sports Zone's player of the game. That is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. That is just a few moments away. Between games, we are going to start a new broadcast. We'll end the girls after our post-game interviews. Talk with the victorious head coach. We'll talk to the player of the game. We'll finish up the girls' broadcast and start a whole new broadcast, okay? Start a whole new broadcast for the boys' game. And the biggest reason we do that is so that you can, by title, you can tell whether it's a boys' game or girls' game that you want to watch. Right at the buzzer, the shot is up, and it is good. That's the buzzer of the shot clock as we get the fourth quarter underway. Talia Wool buries the three, and great court awareness, because so much of the time you see these teams, they fall asleep on the shot clock. And we've seen shot clock violations being the first time the teams start paying attention to the shot clock. And we get a foul on Taylor Tenijith. That's her second foul today. Two-shot foul for the Wildcats. It's Jada Key going to the foul line. But how about that big three to start the fourth quarter by Talia Wool? Ties the game, everybody. Ties the game again at 34. Great matchup in this one. And Jada at the line. That shot is no good. Second shot is good. The Wildcats have kind of been right there, somewhere around 60% foul shooting. Something I know that Coach McCurtain is going to want to clean up. They've had a lot of chances. They could have a 5 or 6 point lead if they shot a little bit better today from the line. As it is, they lead right now by 1. 35-34, the Wildcats in front. The fourth quarter is underway. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Lob to the high post, Taylor Tenijith, and she'll run up just inside the foul line, and the shot is good. That's a great looking shot by Taylor Tenijith. Taylor now into double figures with 10 points. Her teammate, Talia Wool, leads the team in scoring with 12 points, and Talia's hit a couple of threes in the game for the Yellow Jackets. Into the paint it goes, and that shot is no good by Nevaeh Jishi. Wildcats will give it up, but Leilani Hamblin is unable to control the ball, running it into front court. So it's Chinle's basketball again. Jishi ahead to Desiree Yazzie. Georgia Vasquez back to Desiree. She is going to throw one up off the glass on the run. Wow. Good looking shot by Desiree. We're getting some great efforts out there by these two teams. Whistle, blow to the head. And the official says, he indicates. And the lady that committed the foul is Jada Key. Jada's first foul today. Team fouls, that's team foul number 5 on the Wildcats now. So Blue Ridge in the bonus. Next foul on Blue Ridge will put the Wildcats in the bonus. There is no such thing as 1-and-1 in high school basketball in the state anymore. It is everything is 2-shot fouls. Well, unless it's a 3-shot foul, of course, but 2-shot fouls. And at the foul line, Talia Wool connects on both of them. She is 4 for 4 in the game from the line. She has 14 points to lead the scoring for either one of these teams. High Point Lady in the game. High post, back outside. Desiree Yazzie draws a crowd. Lost the handle for a moment, tipped around, and the Yellow Jackets will have possession. Georgia Vasquez tried to save it. It ends up in the hands of one of the Hamblin sisters. Both of them are on the floor right now for the Yellow Jackets. Outside for a Hamblin three. That is good. Shot good for Miley Hamblin. First points of the game from Miley. She got herself open out there, made the shot. Yellow Jackets by 4 and a steal. Talia Wool drives. Shot good. Count that and the foul. And the Yellow Jackets here in the fourth quarter start to build a lead over the Wildcats. Their biggest lead of the game has been 6 points. Jaden Lynch has picked up her second foul. So a chance at a three-point play. Talia Wool at the line. Talia's had a great fourth quarter already. She's managed 7 points in the quarter, a chance to add to that, and this matches the Yellow Jackets' biggest lead of the game. They lead right now 43-37. And now their biggest lead of the game as the foul shot goes in. 8 points in the game now for Talia Wool. No, 8 points in the quarter. She's got 17 in the game. Got a foul whistle. They said 0 white, but they meant black, right? Is that what happened? That's a foul on Miley Hamblin. 2 fouls in the game on Hamblin. Inbound. Jaden Lynch trying to work against Miley. Back outside and open for 3. Nevaeh Jishi. Count that one. That's a big-time shot for Nevaeh. Get this back to a 4-point game. 44-40, Blue Ridge in front. The Yellow Jackets bring it up. Tipped around, knocked out of bounds. That should be Blue Ridge basketball. It is. And a timeout. Coach Tenediff calls timeout from the Blue Ridge bench. They've got a 44-40 lead with 4:31 on the clock here in the third quarter. We'll grab us a timeout. Basketball fans, back in just a moment with more from Chinle High School. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
Well, the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets are playing their first game of the year, and they get to do it here in Chinle at the Wildcat Den. It's Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Chinle taking on Blue Ridge. Game 1 of our broadcast doubleheader, the girls' game, the boys' game to follow, and remember, between games. Eventually, we'll stop the broadcast of the girls' game, begin a whole new broadcast on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube and Facebook channels. That's how we do that. Inbound for the Yellow Jackets. And a difficult pass to handle on a kind of a short hop pass. Tied up, jump ball, possession. Wildcats, and coming out of that little scrum there, Talia Wool grabbing onto her right arm, shooting arm, but she's out there staying on the floor for the Yellow Jackets. Halfway through the fourth quarter now. Jaden Lynch has it, Nevaeh Jishi. Kowayazi has returned to the lineup for the Wildcats. This one tips around inside, and the shot rolls off there for Alyssa Williams of Chinle. A Yellow Jacket rebound. Kowayazi, 4 personal fouls. Comes out here in the fourth quarter for the Lady Wildcats. Rebound Jaden Lynch. Pass outlet pass stolen by Leilani Hamblin. Her pass almost stolen back by Jishi, but controlled by Tenediff. Taylor's got it to Lacey Tenediff. And then now a ball tipped out of bounds. Inbound play on the way for the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Georgia Vasquez into the game, replacing Jada Key. Taylor Tenejith looking around, got it in. Talia Wool has it, and Talia draws a defender out there. Georgia Vasquez, man-to-man on her. Maybe this is there's a switch. Somebody got open. Miley Hamblin momentarily got open. And a pass trying to find her in the corner gets tipped out of bounds. Take a look at that Nevaeh Jishi shot. That big three just a couple of moments ago. Meanwhile, a timeout is given to the Wildcats, so we'll grab us a timeout as well, everybody. 44-40, Blue Ridge in front of Chinle. What a game. And we are in the fourth quarter. Just a couple of moments remaining. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
When words are just not enough. To celebrating an everlasting love or brightening your home with a splash of color. The Bloomhouse Floral Design Shop in Pine Top is your floral design partner. Beautiful spring blooms are ready for grab and go. Want to deliver flowers often but don't want the hassle of trying to remember? Bouquet subscriptions are now available. The Bloomhouse, open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 until 4, is dedicated to bringing the beauty of nature to all.
Thank you to the Bloomhouse Floral Design Shop for their sponsorship here at Sports Zone. Thank you as well to Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. If you're a guy like me, as the Yellow Jackets put one up at the expiration of the shot clock, missed a shot. Wildcats have the basketball. If you're a guy like me, you are hoping that the people that love you most are going to be doing some Christmas shopping for you at Ace Hardware of the White Mountains. Locations in Show Low, Pine Top, and Heber Overgard. And all you got to say to me is power tools. Just say Milwaukee or DeWalt, Craftsman, and you've got my attention. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, a sponsor of our coverage of basketball here, Northland basketball. Presenting sponsor is Choice NTUA Wireless. Here come the Wildcats with the ball, 2:34 remaining in regulation. To the high post, Georgia Vasquez. And off the glass from 16 feet out, she used the glass nicely to bank the shot in. And it's back to a 2-point game. Blue Ridge 44, Chinle 42 with 2:15 remaining in regulation. The Yellow Jackets able to just get the ball away. I thought they were going to get a 5-second call way out on top. Talia Wool got the pass away to Miley Hamblin. And then a foul is whistled on the Wildcats. Third foul of the game on Jaden Lynch. Here's the inbound. Jaden knocks it out of Leilani's hands. Picked up by Hamblin. Talia Wool going to get a 5-second call. Nope. Personal foul. Just before that 5 seconds was going to come out, the official whistled a foul on Georgia Vasquez. And I got to tell you, I think that was a great call by the official and great, multitasking, because he's about to count 5, and then right there you get that contact. And he's able to have the presence of mind to make the foul call. The hometown crowd didn't like it, and they were looking for the 5 seconds. I think he did a great job. Pick up the Wildcats. They got the ball back, and then a foul whistled on Leilani Hamblin, trying to get back on defense. And that's going to put the Wildcats at the foul line. Well, the official said 1, but I think she meant 11. The officials are going to have to convene a little conference and talk about it. It was Leilani Hamblin. She does have a 1 on the jersey for sure. Yeah, and they correct it. Yep, they correct it to Hamblin. The officials doing a great job. And a good job of the teamwork in correcting that. 1:45 remaining in regulation. Jaden Lynch on the drive, the dish. And Vasquez fouled, missed the shot. 2 shots on the way for Georgia. And the guilty party was Taylor Tenejith. 3 in the game now on Taylor. And I just got a I just got a low battery indication on my computer. If I don't get some power to my computer soon, we're going to have a problem on multiple layers. I didn't think I was going to need to worry about my battery in the game, so I didn't plug the laptop in. Hey, that's 1 out of 2 at the line for Georgia. Those are big shots. Big shots. And here come the Yellow Jackets with the basketball into front court. They're gonna attempt a shot and I believe draw a foul, and they do. It's Vasquez getting called for the foul. Georgia will send the Yellow Jackets to the foul line. The lady going to the line is Talia Wool, who is certainly in the running for the Sports Zone's player of the game. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't have power up here. And I can't reach. There's no way I'm going to reach. I'm just trying to talk to our broadcast team here. I need a small extension cord. How about that, huh? How about... I believe Talia made both of those, right? Both those foul shots. I'm watching the action here now, trying to watch the action. A 46-43 lead right now. Dead ball. We're trying to take care of a computer issue, everybody, so that we don't lose our broadcast. Apparently, the one computer is not like the other computer, which has about a 10-hour battery life. And I think we're good to go. And we are back to the action. 58 seconds remain in regulation. Drive, dish. Hamblin's shot no good from the baseline. Tipped around, controlled by the Wildcats, who trail by 3 and get a whistle. They get a whistle and a foul on Blue Ridge. It appears to be Miley Hamblin that got called for the foul. Well, these are big foul shots right now, and Koyazi gets the opportunity. Koa's got 12 points in the game. Has not scored in the fourth quarter yet. Of course, she missed. Did not play about half the fourth quarter because of her foul trouble. She's out there with 4 personal fouls. And she makes that one to get to lucky number 13. Points in the game for Koa. She leads the scoring for the Wildcats. They trail by 2 with 51 seconds left. That one good. Big shot made. And a full timeout taken by Coach McCurtain. We'll take a timeout as well, everybody. Stand by for more in this fourth quarter with 51 seconds remaining. Blue Ridge has a 46-45 lead over the Chinle Lady Wildcats. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
We get it. The last thing you probably want is a trip to the hospital. But the first thing you should consider is where you'll receive the best healthcare experience. At White Mountain Regional Medical Center, located in Springerville, we strive to be the community's preferred healthcare provider. Need a home doctor visit, a wellness appointment, or to utilize the latest CT and MRI technology? Our professionally trained staff will care for you with empathy and purpose. White Mountain Regional Medical Center is your healthcare partner when choices matter.
Coming up at the conclusion of our broadcast of Northland basketball, this girls' game, we will announce the Sports Zone Player of the Game presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Thank you to White Mountain Regional Medical Center for the partnership here at the Sports Zone. And for presenting the Sports Zone's Player of the Game. The Jackets inbound the ball, now under 50 seconds remaining. Full court pressure. Blue Ridge is able to break that. Into front court, Anaya Paxson. Now Talia Wool has the basketball. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Wool lost it. Lost it. and then contact, a Yellow Jacket foul on Talia Wolf. Well, she kind of got herself in a tough spot, tried to dribble between two players, and in doing so picked up the dribble right there. Was trying to get it to Hamblin on the wing. It was deflected. And a turnover. Free throws, 2 of them on the way. Tie ball game, Hanukkah Nez makes the first. And can Hanukkah give the Wildcats the lead? 31 seconds left. Whoever's got the ball after this will have, the shot clock is 32 seconds. That one no good. We are going to stay tied for the moment. 46-46, everybody. Wildcat fans making some noise. The small contingency of Blue Ridge fans that made it, you know, they're making a lot of noise, and the ball, after tipping around, is going to be granted. Let's look at that. Look at that replay one more time. I want to see that again. The timeout is called. We'll stay here through the timeout, everybody. There's the missed free throw. Let's see if we can tell who might have got a hand on it. Yeah, that is so close, so close. I think they got it right. Though if you slow it down, you might argue that it was Blue Ridge that touched it last, and we will slow it down for you right here. You see the side spinning free throw attempt. I mean, I think the officials got it right. It's so close, and they're going to call that out off of Chinle. That crew right there, they've done a terrific job tonight. I don't know them. I don't know this officiating crew. I'm not sure where they're from, but I don't know if I've ever seen one member of that crew. They've done a great job tonight. You take another look from this angle. I mean, I think they got it right. You can see the immediate indication from the official behind the play. As we wind down the timeout, stay with us in the postgame for our discussion with the victorious head coach of this game and the Sports Zone's player of the game, brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Meanwhile, Talia Wool inbounds the ball. Northland basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And the Yellow Jackets bring it into front court. Anaya Paxson picks up the dribble. Immediately, Gishi is on her. We're tied, 20 seconds. Yellow Jackets don't have to shoot until the end of the game, but they did try. Rejected. Inside it goes! And that shot somehow rolls in for Anaya Paxson. What a shot! Jackets by 2. Here's the winning shot. Won't go in. Tips around. Blue Ridge has it. Ball game. What a celebration for the Yellow Jackets. And deservedly so. That was an amazing finish. They fought to the end. That shot by Anaya Paxson was unbelievable. I don't know how good our replay is on it, but that shot by Anaya to end the game was unreal. Watch this shot. There's Paxson. She goes in, somehow squeezes between the players, and that shot, by all accounts, in my opinion, should not have gone in, but it did go in. What a great shot to finish the game for Anaya. That gives her 10 points in the game. Her teammate Talia Wool scored 19. And I think we're going to go co-players of the game, because with a shot to win it like that, you've got to give Anaya the props. Her teammate Talia Wool scored 19 and had a monster fourth quarter. Talia scored 10 points of her 19 in the fourth quarter. So we're going to talk to those two young ladies. They are the co-players of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And we'll spend a quick second as well talking to Coach Tenejith. And we'll get them here just a moment from now, everybody. Wow, what a win and a road victory for the Yellow Jackets. How about this one, everybody? Final score 48-46. Blue Ridge with a win. The Wildcats are going to drop to 1-2 after that one. And we'll We'll speak first. Well, let's speak first to the lady that scores the game-winning shot. There's a big one right there. Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
All right, very good. Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless tonight. The Wildcat Den, the side of our doubleheader, and in the girls' game, an exciting finish. This was a game that was close throughout. It was tied at the end of the first quarter on a buzzer beater by the Yellow Jackets' Taylor Tenigit. It was tied at halftime. The Wildcats scored a shot, got a basket right before the third quarter ended to grab a lead by 3 points going into the fourth quarter. And at the end of the game, a great shot between two defenders driving, scooping a shot up and making it was Anaya Paxson who gets that game-winning shot for the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, and she joins us now as one of our Sports Zone Players of the Game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Anaya, congratulations.
Thank you.
How was that? How did that feel?
It felt so good. I kind of forgot what it felt like. It felt like we had been not playing for so long, so it felt good to be back out with our whole team.
First game of the year, and you travel up here to Wildcat Country, to Chinle, and play this one. What was the pressure like for you? This is a great crowd. They were into it, made a lot of noise. Did it kind of lift your intensity level?
Yeah, it did. It was everything we expected, so we kind of came into this game expecting all of that. So I think that helped a lot, especially in the end, even though we were all still nervous.
Anaya Paxson's with us, everybody. Now, earlier in that second half, you had to leave the game. Was that a contact lens issue that you were dealing with? Is that what that was?
I got hit in the face and then couldn't find my contact.
Did you ever find it?
It was actually on the bottom of my eye, so.
Great place for it. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, glad you got that straightened out. Glad you could be there in the end. And what a shot. Congratulations. Go enjoy your victory, okay?
I will. Thank you.
All right, there's Anaya Paxson, everybody. She is one of our Sports Zone Players of the Game. That is presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And the game-winning shot, that's almost always going to get you consideration for our post-game activities. And there's Anaya there getting a chance to celebrate. Let's talk to the Sports Zone Radio's other player of the game. This is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And joining us now to discuss it is the High Point lady today for Blue Ridge. Talia Wool had a great game. 19 points today for Talia. I hope I'm saying Talia is correct, right? And that fourth quarter, 10 points for Talia. Got that started with a big three-pointer make, and then you were 5 for 5 at the foul line under pressure when it counted. Congratulations, Talia, on the win.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about the pressure that you faced. Boy, I tell you and the ladies really rose to the occasion today. And for you personally, that big fourth quarter, did you feel like you had to step your game up in the final moments?
Yeah. I was nervous like the whole game. I guess I just had to get rid of it.
Yeah. And you did, of course. When you hit that first three-pointer in the fourth quarter, did you kind of know that you had it? You knew that you were going to be all right?
Yeah. Once I got that shot, all the nerves just went away, and I knew, I could play then.
That's perfect. That's awesome. Your team just beat a great Wildcats team led by one of the best players in the state. Koayazi's one of the best out there. What do you think it says about the Lady Yellow Jackets to get this win? What does it say about your team?
I think it's just showing everyone that this year we're ready to come and we're ready to play as hard as we can. Because we all came into this nervous, and in the end we all just got over it and we're ready to play now.
I'll tell you what, Talia, I can't wait to see the Lady Yellow Jackets play Sholo, and I can't wait to see the Lady Yellow Jackets play Alchasay. How about, are you looking forward to those games?
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's going to be a great year in the White Mountains, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Congratulations. You're the Sports Zone's Player of the Game.
Thank you.
All right. Talia Wool led the way today. 19 points for the Lady Yellow Jackets. She is the Sports Zone's Player of the Game, along with her teammate on that game-winning shot, Anaya Paxson, and Blue Ridge gets the win. Final score 48-46, everybody, here today at the Wildcat Den. That's 48-46, by the way, is supposed to be that final score there. And let's talk to, that's incorrect. Let's talk to Victoria's head coach, Brandon Tenigit, joins us now. Coach, congratulations on
Appreciate
the
it.
win. How did that feel?
Felt good, really good, and down to the stretch, down to the wire. That's why you play in big games, big moments, and that's why we practice those scenarios at practice.
Yeah.
2-point games with 20 seconds left. We do practice scenarios.
You started the game. I think Chinle scored the first 9 points of the game, if I'm not mistaken, before finally your Lady Yellow Jackets got onto the board. And then after that, also, if I'm not mistaken, you outscored Chinle for much of that first half by a count of 20-5. What turned it around for you?
I think the nerves got to the girls when the ball went up off of our official first game of the season. So I think once they got rid of the nerves, got out of the system, I think it's time to play basketball. I think that's just the big thing. And they continue to grind, continue to play defense. I think offense will take care of itself, but defense where we got to work.
Okay, we talked to our players of the game. We talked to Anaya Paxson, and we also talked to the high point lady in the game today. That's Talia Wool. She scored 19. It was Anaya with the game-winning shot at the end of the game. Talked about the fourth quarter for a moment and the contributions those two ladies made.
The fourth quarter was like it was a 2-possession game throughout the fourth quarter. Just told them to continue to grind, continue to be aggressive, attack the basket, because I feel like when you attack the basket, good things happen. It creates open shots for teammates, and I feel like the ball movement was well, where it created open shots. That it come down to the last possession, I said, gotta get something going downhill, and Anaya got something going downhill and made that game-winning layup, which
Absolutely.
is awesome.
Hey, Coach, girls basketball in the state of Arizona, it always runs through the north. These teams on the Navajo Nation, right? The Wildcats and the Fighting Scouts of the world, the Page Sand Devils and the Monument Valley Mustangs, the Tuba City Lady Warriors, Ganado, all these great teams that come out of the north. But boy, when I look at Blue Ridge and Sholo and Alchese, those White Mountains teams, I'm telling you, it looks like the level of play among those teams in the White Mountains, you could throw Snowflake into the discussion. It is, to me, it looks like it's as strong as the North this year.
I believe so. It's going to be a challenge once we get into the region play.
Yeah.
Solo, everybody looks tough.
I love it, Coach. Congratulations on your win
All
today.
right, appreciate it, sir.
All right, Brandon Tanigeth is the head coach of the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, and they get a win. 48-46, the final score over the Chinle Lady Wildcats. Northland basketball is presented by Choice, NTUA Wireless. And basketball fans, we got 3 minutes till tip-off or thereabouts for the boys' game coming up. We're going to go ahead and end our broadcast now of this girls' game. We'll start a new boys' game here in just a moment, everybody. And we look forward to bringing the boys' contest. Look for the new broadcast on the Sports Zone's Facebook and YouTube channels coming up in just a moment. And I do recommend the YouTube version of the broadcast. We seem to have fewer issues with that. Well, that'll do it, everybody. Thanks to our production team led by our producer, Derek Simmons. Our technical director is Julio K. On camera is Jessica K. And for the entire Sports Zone crew, I am Floyd Simmons. Thank you for joining us. Final score, Blue Ridge 48, Chinle 46 in the girls' varsity game. The boys are up next. God bless you. We'll see you in just a few moments with the next broadcast here tonight here at Chinle High School. Stand by.